In terms of what you're doing, you just did Monkey.
The Monkey, yeah.
And
It's
you
a Stephen
played
King.
both two-part. I can't wait to see this because you're playing opposite yourself.
Yes.
It's kind of like Haley Mills in The Parent Trap.
Exactly. It's that, but with a monkey that murders people.
Yeah. Otherwise, it's the same thing.
Yeah, right? Exactly. Yeah. And I have an amazing wig. It's a Stephen King short. And
right.
Yeah. It's about these two brothers who are cursed by this monkey, and actually, it's comedic as well. It's kind of it's Gremlins meets Hereditary. So,
wow.
Yeah.
How hard is it to play twins though when you're doing these cinematic tricks and watching yourself?
It's hard in the sense that you have to make sure that you know how different these characters are, because you don't want to overplay it for the sake of it, because you look the same ultimately, even if you got a fucking wig on or whatever. But you need to, in the core of what the differences are between these two characters and how they will exist in the same world together. So, for example, you wake up in the morning, you have to kind of start thinking in the shoes of that character and bring that through until when you're on set. Similarly, the next day when you're playing the other character, you really have to start foundationally in that other character, because everything about that character is different. How they walk, they talk, they move, their posture. But it can't be a place of kind of added on elements, you kind of walking funny. It has to come from a place of understanding the character, as pretentious as that sounds, but we'll fucking see, I guess.
When will we see?
Oh, that'll be next year.
Yeah, you just wrapped
that. Just wrapped that. Yeah,
I know. That's fun. Yeah. And that's theatrical?
Yes, that'll be theatrical. Yeah, that's James Wan, who, he's a kind of horror guru, and Oz Perkins, who's a great director. Yeah.
Do you like doing horror?
It's my first one. I was hoping I would be scared shitless, but I wasn't, because there are too many people around. It's a bit like sex scenes. They're never sexy because you're being watched, unless you're into that.
No, I know.
Yeah.
There's so much horror out now. I just saw one last night, Abigail.
Any good?
It's good. It's a vampire movie.
Oh, yeah, where they get trapped in a house.
Yeah,
that looks fun.
She's the daughter of Dracula.
Yeah.
But it's contemporary.
Nice.
But people like Dan Stevens are going into it. And I'm going like, now, why does he want to do that? He's a serious actor and all of that. Because the roles are so good.
They are, yeah. They are. I mean, elevated horror now is a really interesting space for storytelling and having a crossover between entertainment and interesting, socio-political, cultural issues. I mean, Get Out is kind of genre as well, isn't it? But it mingles those two things. Obviously, it kind of is the poster bearer for that. But then you have Hereditary, these movies which really are about grief, but then they evolve into a story of a kind of really fucked up horror film. So it's a really fascinating space, I think.
Yeah, it's totally. Not all of them are about killer dolls.
Exactly. This one has depth to it because it's about loss as well. That's the thing. Yeah.
The interesting thing. Do you remember the first time you